Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews. And the number one problem with lit coolers that not a lot of people are coming out and saying is actually this guy right here. That's the number one problem. And why is that a problem? Because it lets heat in here. It can also crack on the other side if you have a protruding bottle or two or something like that coming through. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about right here, because I have this problem here. You can see this crack here. I just had, like, I don't know, like maybe a bottle or something sticking up just a hair bit too high. I closed it and I could just hear it go whoosh, and not even any resistance, because for whatever reason, if anything's protruding above a little bit of level here, it can crack that. No problem. So basically what I'm going to do is fill this with some insulating foam. And on the outside, I want to seal this up here nice and tight with some white spray paint, sand this down and stuff like that, and not allow heat to go straight through here, because I ran into a situation where cans of beer and stuff like that were getting warm just on the top surface of this lit cooler here. And that's a problem, because you should not have any kind of issues with a cooler allowing your adult beverage to get warm. Here we're going to have a little bit of that paint tape. We're going to surround this opening here, and that is going to unscrew here. And I've got some foam spray that I got super cheap. Everything is super cheap from Walmart. Everything's purchased from Walmart. So yeah, let's get a little breakdown of what I purchased. Be able to do this job, I think, is what you're going to need. I had some spare sandpaper, and that's just to dull the outside surface so the spray paint will stick. And then the interior foam I'm going to spray, which is going to get that like 2-inch thick top covered, because there's 2 inches, about 2 inches or so between the bottom and the top of the lid, and that is just a clear opening. So I'm going to fill that whole entire thing with some of this foam, and that was super cheap, like a couple bucks from Walmart. This was a couple bucks. This is practically nothing. You don't have to have 3M paint tape. That's just what I had lying around. Spare paper I had lying around, and this little cheap piece of crap. Alright, so that was pretty see-through before, and I just scuffed it over really good with some grit. It doesn't matter what you do that with, in my opinion. You just want to make it nice and tough and able to hold a nice spray coat. And I'm really probably just going to coat this one time, and that's some white to match this, but I think white is super reflective for heat. So yeah, why not coat this in a nice white spray paint. Once you take this apart, here is the top lid, and you can see I've scuffed that up already. So that's the top piece. This is the bottom retainer, and there's a gasket that runs along here. Very slender, watch out for that. This is the centerpiece that goes in the middle of this. You don't need this, because this is also a corporate collegiate thing that exists that they can interchange this out. So I'm going to fill this whole thing up with foam, stick it back in this opening, and then bolt this to it. So this will be a separate filling of foam, and then I'll ratchet this to itself up here. So this is what it looks like whenever you spray some of that foam right there. It hasn't dried yet, but it'll fill that the whole thing up just as with the good as foam is what's already in there. So yeah, so basically you're insulating it with what's already existing. And we'll put that little plate on, and hopefully that'll be all it needs. So after you get this screwed on, this is what you're left with, pretty much completely filled with foam. There's a couple of air pockets in here, but a lot better than the way it was before. Look in the top, it's nice and milky smooth. We'll tape this little sectorant off here and spray paint it. And then I think we'll be done. Super simple fix. You can see it leaching out here. That's perfectly alright. It's a lot better than it was before. So now I got it taped off. I'm just going to spray paint this thing to max the cooler, and that's it. And ta-da! That's how you fix a lit cooler. Super simple, a few dollars. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so that you get notified of the next product review I got coming out, or a completely brand new innovation for $3. See ya.